Well, I was checking on our beehive, and I guess they swarmed. I was over there banging around on it, bouncing it up and down, and there's nobody home. They all left. Wonder if there's any honey in there. Guess we'll figure it out. We'll find out. Fire in the hole. I do believe my pants are on fire. There's Rattler. Well, this is one of the first things I saw this morning when I headed out to work, and I sent that to a couple of friends and they thought it was fire, but that is not fire. That is the sunrise reflecting in the mighty Columbia River. And it was a beautiful sight, I'll tell you. I'm on my way to meet a field man and pick up some graft wood this morning, and I got a shot of the sun reflecting on the river this morning, on the Columbia River, and I'm gonna see if I can get some video of it here. It's a pretty awesome sight this morning. Driving the old 73, old girl's running good. Been doing a little maintenance, giving her a little love. Fixed my lights, adjusted my headlights. They hadn't been working right since it came out of the body shop. Got those lined up. Getting ready to replace the turn signal assembly inside the steering wheel. It's not clicking off one direction. It's a tab broken or something. Spring loose or gone. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get a shot of the sunrise this morning. Pretty awesome. Never take for granted the beauty that surrounds me. Okay, just thought I'd show you a bit of my world and a view from my office this morning. Thank you. That's pretty cool looking. It's raining just a little right up there in the mountains, and nothing here. Just kind of hanging around the mountain. Well, I'm heading up to the next job site. Victor's up there prepping some trees, and I'm on my way with wood. So we'll get another one knocked out today. Okay, we got the wood. Victor's sorting through it. He don't like it much. It's too small. Little cherry wood just won't grow, so he's going to sort through it. What we're going to have to do in order to get enough good wood to do this job. Back up here, I'll show you what we're going to do. We are going to take some wood off of the trees that we grafted last year. Because the trees we grafted last year did really well, and there's one of them right there, so there's a lot of good wood on there, and it's still dormant up at this elevation. We're about 2,300 feet. Actually, I could look on my phone and tell you, but I know about what it is. Anyway, I'm off to meet with the next client and see how he's coming along with his cut down. He's getting 600 trees ready for us, and then I've got 7,500 small trees to do. Apple trees we'll be doing here in the next couple of days, and I've arranged to have the field man take the wood up there to the job site, because it's in an apple bin. The wood's in a big wooden apple bin, and I asked him if he'd take it because I don't want to scratch my truck. Okay, on to the next one. What you're looking at right there is a 1963 Impala. Looks like somebody's doing some work on it. It appears that they painted the front end there. Anyway, that car belonged to a friend of mine 25, 30 years ago, and it caught on fire and burnt up. He wasn't able to save it, but he salvaged the engine out of it. And years later, I swapped him out of that engine, and it was a 327. And the engine is now in my son's S10 pickup and has been for several years. So that's the story about this little Impala. Or rather, that's the story of where my son's engine came from, I guess. Okay. Nice. Well, I'm headed upriver to look at another job, and oh, it is a beautiful day. I tell you what, spring is here. It's about 70 degrees, and there was a mountain sunflower popped out. I saw today. I saw my first one today. It is a beautiful thing. Look at that river. Pretty soon these hills are going to all be green. They're already starting to green up a little bit. I'm liking this weather. I can work with this. Yes, Bob. I don't know if the color of that water is going to show up in the video or not, but it is just beautiful. Really beautiful aqua blue. Well, the wind was blowing so bad out there, I decided to just narrate over this video. This is another block we're going to be doing a little bit later. We have to wait for the bark to slip. That happens when the sap comes up in the tree from the root system, and that happens when the soil temperature gets somewhere above 50 degrees. Nothing happens until then, so we're a couple weeks out on this job. But they're in here pre-cutting these. What they do is come in and cut the tops out of the trees and get all that brush out, so we're not stumbling over all that stuff with our chainsaws and our knives. And they're doing a nice job, and they're getting it cleaned up pretty quick. We had a job the other day that they just were not on the ball, and we had to climb around through all the brush out there and wait around with chainsaws, and I wasn't very happy about that, but we battled through it. Anyway, it's just dangerous, and I don't like to put my crew, you know, in harm's way. Just not going to do it. So I did most of the saw work, but anyway, that's another story. Just part of the business. But this is 7,500 little trees that we're going to be grafting here. We're going to start on this probably Saturday if it's not raining, or Sunday if it does rain. Saturday we're going to have to make up some time. I try not to work on Sundays, but this is like my harvest time. We have to do it. So we'll be out here soon as we can. I've already got the wood for this. These trees are quite old, and they're going to take 12 to maybe even 16 grafts, some of these trees. We're going to be putting in about 30,000 sticks up here, so we'll keep you posted on that and see how it goes. Well, I'm about an hour from home. I don't know what time it is. Let's see. It must be about 2 o'clock. I'm going to head home. Victor's got everything under control for today. But there's a mailbox stand down here that intrigues me. I don't know what it is, but it sure looks like a good one. I'm going to stop and video this thing, and that way somebody out there in YouTube land can tell me what this thing is. Old BC65925, he probably knows what it is. You know, he's probably old enough to know what this is. I have no idea what this thing is, but I thought I'd kind of walk around it, give you a look at it, see if somebody can figure it out. It's some kind of gear drive there. It's got a kind of a flat axle that the whole thing pivots on, or that axle steers it or something, but heavy duty chain on there. Almost some cam looking apparatus down in the bottom. Kind of like, doesn't that look kind of like a cam? I don't know. Bend something in it. I don't know. Wild looking rig. I don't know what it is, but I know I like it. Alright, y'all had a gander at it now. Tell me what it does. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, it's a good looking truck. If you can see that over there or not, but that's apricot orchards and they're in full bloom. It's springtime. Alright, Kerwood, you see that gas tank sitting up there on those timbers?
Yes, I do.
It's right up there above Lorraine's nose.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you see that?
It's a honey
Now
tank.
we're gonna go get it and take it down here to the shop and get the little cutoff wheel and open it up.
All
Now I
right.
just have one question.
What's that?
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't have my EpiPen.
Oh man, I told you I don't.
I know.
Did you get
I've
my
got-
message?
yeah, no mouth to mouth.
I said bring your antivenom because I don't want to give you mouth to mouth.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Alright, the old slapstick down in the little hole.
Right.
Look at there, there's a wildcat up there.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's eating a mouse. He's getting him a dose of worms
Yes,
right
he
now.
is.
I have to worm him about every 6 months.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
He's eating. Oh, there he goes.
What up, Sparks? Hey, buddy.
He says, who's that truck's at?
Boy. Now, you know, a couple weeks ago they were just busy and buzzing and flying and working, and now there's nothing.
Have you been on that tank?
Yeah, and it's not very heavy. And my beekeeper friend, your beekeeper, YouTube friend,
Yes,
he said
yes.
that that's not a good sign, it being light that way, because that means they might have depleted their supply and then left town. You know, they called a committee meeting and said we're going to have to go to higher ground or something.
Is that the old Dodge?
Yeah, that's what's left of it. That much left of it.
It weighs about 70 pounds.
No, it don't. Whoa, I thought I saw one. No, guess not. What could go wrong? Alright. Alright. Take him on down to the house. Don't get stung now. Kerwood's allergic to bees. Any honey? Is it dry? So
something in there, but that's looks like a set of wings.
That's a dead bee.
Dead bee.
Oh, well,
Nothing in there.
I don't think there is.
Ooh,
I think they ate everything they had and left town.
yeah, because it's not very wet.
No. Oh.
Yeah, poor babies.
Well, you know, if they just left, maybe they're all right. You know, maybe they're somewhere.
They may be down in the hot tub.
Doing great. Yeah, down there at the old house, there's another hive of them down there.
They could be in the hot tub. You want a pair of gloves?
Just up the roof. Huh. Alright. If you see any activity, if I see you hit the door, I'll know that
it's time to go.
Leave. Yeah, time to go.
Yeah.
Alright. It's so dry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Ow, there it is up in there.
Reach in there and grab one. I got a knife over here. Let's slice a piece out.
Watch them sharp edges.
It's dry. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
They ate everything and left town.
And left town. Boy, that thing was full, too. Look at that.
Well, yeah, but that would weigh 100 pounds if that was full of honey. Not a bee in there. That may be a dead one.
And they ate it all.
Oh, they did. And they cleaned it up.
I'll be darned. Huh.
Look at the dead ones.
Yeah.
Well.
Boy, there was a lot of honey in there.
There was at one time, wasn't there?
Man, that thing was full.
Yep. At one time, that was quite a hive.
Oh, yeah, it went all the way down.
Yeah. Yeah, when I picked it up, I go, uh-oh. Not a good sign.
Yeah, it's cleaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smell the wax, that's all you can smell.
Yeah.
I'll be done.
Oh, well.
Not too bad. This one got left. A couple of them got left.
Couple of bees left behind, yeah. Well, be careful, they still got stingers.
Oh yeah, stingers.
Yeah, you don't want to get stung.
I'll be darned. Oh, there's some there they didn't eat. Oh, it's dried up, gone.
No good.
I'll be darned.
Well.
Look at how consistent that comb is.
Yeah, well, hopefully they just move to better grounds, you know?
So.
I hope so. Hope they didn't just die.
Yeah, no.
Because they had, at one time they had plenty of, well, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they had enough to get through winter.
Absolutely.
And we had such a mild winter.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Interesting.
Yep. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I guess we're not beekeepers anymore,
No,
Kerwood.
not at all.
We better go back to building rat rods.
Absolutely.
Well, Kerwood bought an old boat, He just bought it for the trailer, actually. Got it just dirt cheap, and was gonna take the boat off and build a trailer from the boat trailer, and he discovered that the motor in the boat runs. He fired it up, it's a 305, and runs pretty good. So he might put that in his 58 Chevy. His 58 Chevy 1-ton, but the gas out of that old boat he brought up here for me, and we're gonna burn some brush piles. So one of these nights. So Brown will have a good time with that. Brown will have some gas. And Victor's out there loading his paint for tomorrow. Getting all his supplies loaded up. We got the green light. We're gonna go. I am loading my stuff in my truck that I need. And I'm about to call it a day, but upon further investigation, we have discovered we think the bees maybe died. The poor little fellers. I think they just depleted their supply. They ate everything they had. There's absolutely zero honey in here, and then there's a lot of dead bees. A lot of dead bees. This is all dead bees right here. So what do you think, Mr. Beekeeper? I mean, YouTuber, my YouTube friend, Your Beekeeper is his YouTube name. Check out his channel if you haven't. He's restoring an old 48, I believe, 9N Ford tractor. Yeah, he's got some good stuff going on, and he's a beekeeper. He knows all about them. So what do you think, Mr. Beekeeper? Do you think they all died, or do you think they swarmed and left out? Okay. Let's call it a day. Gonna go in and read my new issue of Rat Rod magazine. See ya! You see, I can sit down in this here machine and I can blast off backwards in time.